Yeah, I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say put up, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QG. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who to play with.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff. Going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. Down the right sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson going to change things up a bit. In motion is Ward. Here's Jackson to throw. That's Ward, complete right side. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion left is a running back. Lloyd trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Third and goal, Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts going to keep it running right. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Motion man is Schwartz. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now the first carry here for the running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Pass complete there to Harrison. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and a couple. To throw again is Jackson. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Jackson. A pass complete to Adunze. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that was so close to being a heck of a play. But when there's a free lane to the quarterback, it's always a risk, him taking a hit if the screen doesn't set up in time for him to complete the throw.
Motion man is Schwartz. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Hurts. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Hey, middle.
Slot man moves right. Again, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles going to take the first. Timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
The slot man in motion right. Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, 73.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And again back to Kmet. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Ward. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. N'Keal Harry from 8 yards out. And the Eagles drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass complete to Ward. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jackson. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. That's complete to Ward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here comes 2nd down. Jackson to throw. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, now they'll try the end around. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Here's first down. Throwing now is Jackson. Able to find Komet. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And again back to Komet. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Shot. Hey, report.
Jackson to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Let's go. Get hot.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Final 2 seconds. This is it.
No, we changed it. Go ahead.
One last shot for Jackson. With no time left on the clock. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.